Are you ready to witness a showdown of epic proportions? Today, we're diving headfirst into the heart of the 600cc Supersport battleground to answer the ultimate question: which machine truly reigns supreme in 2025? The legendary Honda CBR600RR or the ferocious Kawasaki ZX6R? On my left, we have the Honda CBR600RR, fully reborn for 2025 with cutting-edge tech like its brand new E-clutch and a razor-sharp chassis that's been fine-tuned for flawless cornering. On my right, the Kawasaki ZX6R, packing a torquey 636 cubic centimeter engine, next-gen TFT display with Bluetooth connectivity, and signature Ninja styling that commands attention. Both of these beasts have been re-engineered to push the boundaries of 600cc performance, and today we're putting them head to head. So strap in, hit that subscribe button, and let's heat up the asphalt, because it's CBR600RR versus ZX6R, and the question remains, which bike will conquer the apex? Let's find out. Performance. Honda claims their CBR with its 599 cubic centimeter engine produces 119 horsepower at 14,500 revolutions per minute, whereas Kawasaki states their 636 cubic centimeter engine generates 122 horsepower at 13,000 revolutions per minute. Looking at torque figures, Honda claims the CBR produces 46.5 pound-feet of torque at 11,500 RPM, while the Ninja makes 51 pound-feet of torque at 11,800 RPM. Kawasaki clearly wins the horsepower battle thanks to its extra 37 cubic centimeters of displacement. However, power numbers aren't the whole story. Weight is another crucial factor. The CBR weighs in at 425.5 pounds, while the Ninja weighs 432 pounds for non-ABS models and 436 pounds for ABS models. Since ABS is standard on the Honda, we'll compare it to the ABS Ninja, giving the Honda a 10.5 pound advantage. This means the Ninja has a power to weight ratio of 3.573 pounds per horsepower, while the CBR has a 3.575 pounds per horsepower ratio. Surprisingly, this is essentially a tie between these bikes with the slightest edge to the Ninja. When you need to go back 3 decimal points, it's safe to say they're about even. It's important to note 2 things. First, the extra 5 pound-feet of torque the Ninja has will be noticeable while riding. Although we don't have comprehensive dyno figures yet, I can almost guarantee the Ninja will make more power throughout the rev range, even in stock form. Second, if you modify both bikes with an exhaust and a tune, the Ninja will likely make significantly more power than the CBR. With all that said, I'll give the nod to the Ninja. It's a faster bike with a more powerful engine. Aesthetics. Let's talk looks. The Ninja stays true to its roots. Big front air intake, flush turn signals, and a traditional exhaust. The X-shaped headlights are a nice touch, giving it a sleek but reserved vibe. It comes in pearl white or metallic black, but the KRT edition in lime green, that's the head turner. There's even a 40th anniversary edition in lime green, white, and blue. Now flip the script. Honda's CBR goes bold. It's got winglets. Yes, airplane-style winglets on a 600cc bike. The undertail exhaust, still here, and it's the only one in its class. Aggressive vents, squinted LED headlights, and signature 12-spoke wheels complete the look. It comes in Grand Prix red or matte black. My take: I prefer the Honda. It's aggressive but refined. The winglets are sick, and I love that they kept the undertail exhaust. Not a huge fan of the turn signals, but hey, nobody's perfect. I ran a poll with over 1,200 votes. 70% of you also chose the Honda as the better looking bike. Features. Both bikes come loaded, but one clearly pulls ahead. The Ninja offers 3 ride modes: adjustable traction and power settings, a slipper clutch, and an upshift quick shifter. It's got a 4.7-inch TFT screen with Bluetooth, full LED lighting, and yes, a fuel gauge. More on that in a second. The CBR on another level. It brings 9 traction control levels, 5 power modes, engine braking control, and even a 6-axis IMU for cornering ABS. Tech straight from the CBR1000RR. It's got a quick shifter for both up and down shifts and a 4.3-inch TFT screen. But guess what's missing? A fuel gauge. Yep. On a bike this advanced. Come on, Honda. Practicality. Alright, let's be real. These bikes were built for the track, no doubt, but let's face it, most riders are gonna spend way more time carving up streets than track corners. So, which of these beasts actually makes more sense for everyday riding? Let's start with the Honda CBR600RR. It's got some genuinely smart features for street use. You've got adjustable traction control, cornering ABS, and even a flashing emergency tail light that activates under hard braking. Super handy for keeping the driver behind you from turning your rear tire into a bumper sticker. It also has an undertail exhaust, which not only looks slick, but also reduces your chances of burning your leg on a hot pipe. Downsides, you do lose a bit of trunk space. Now, over to the Kawasaki ZX6R. You know what feature really stands out? A fuel gauge. Yup, something so simple, and yet Honda left it out on the new CBR. Seriously, Honda? Why? Both bikes are similar in fuel economy and tank size, with Honda having a slight edge in range, about 200 miles or so for each. The Ninja, however, brings more low-end torque, which is great for highway passing. That said, the CBR is lighter and has a lower seat height, 32.3 inches versus 32.7 inches, which makes it easier to maneuver in tight spaces or when parking. But here's a cool bonus. Honda offers an optional comfort package, expandable tail bag, heated grips, and USB-C charging. That's the kind of stuff you'll really appreciate on longer rides. So who wins the practicality round? Slight edge to Honda, better safety features, lighter and more comfort options. But seriously, Honda, bring back the fuel gauge and this wouldn't even be a debate. Value. Now, value is a little tricky here because we still don't have an official US price for the new CBR600RR. In Japan, it's listed at about 1.7 million yen. That's roughly 11,600 US dollars. But based on how Kawasaki's Japanese price translates to US pricing, we can expect Honda to tack on another $2,000 or so. That puts our best guess for the US CBR price around $13,500. Now let's compare that to the Ninja ZX6R, which is $11,399 for the non-ABS model and $12,399 for ABS. That's a solid price, especially considering the Ninja's impressive performance and power advantage. To summarize, the Ninja won the performance category thanks to its stronger 636cc engine. However, the CBR with its winglets takes a decisive win in aesthetics. The CBR also dominates in features thanks to its advanced 6-axis IMU system. For practicality, despite the Ninja bringing a fuel gauge to the table, the CBR still wins thanks to its optional comfort package. The value category remains a tie for now. Given all this, I believe the CBR is the clear winner of this contest. While power is important, and to some, it's everything, it's not everything to me. I believe technology and advancements matter just as much as power, and the technology the CBR offers is on a completely different level from the Ninja. That concludes this comparison. I'm curious what you think about these two bikes, so leave a comment below about which one is your favorite. Thanks for watching, everyone, stay safe out there, and I'll see you in the next video.